Let's see if we've got any audio now. Hopefully we got some audio. Let's see if we got some audio here. Yeah, we have. All right. So I hope everyone's having a good evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you're beaming into. We're going to YouTube. And, yeah, another day in crypto. Let's see what's going on here. Not getting any. Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, so you should be able to see it on my screen now. Bitcoin price 59,312. So really good opportunity. Now it's funny because people cry about the price of Bitcoin when it's up, and then they also cry about the price of Bitcoin when it's down. Why? Just buy it. You know what I mean? Just do what MicroStrategy does. Just buy a shitload of it. So yeah, I really don't understand people. I remember when Bitcoin was like $1,000. You know what I mean? So, and even then people were crying. Oh, it's too expensive. Now look at it, 60,000. Oh, it's too expensive. Same people, same things. It's too expensive. Instead of complaining, why don't you just buy it? You would have made a 60x if you didn't complain. So yeah, Bitcoin's going $1 million, and it's mathematically set in, and it will go to $1 million. So it's just going to take some time. Solana's 140, 139, Ethereum's 116, 2600, BNB's 522, and look at Ton's 554. Tron moved up a little bit, although I've not done anything on Tron for a long time. Avalanche, Memecoins are down, so tell them to pick up some blue chip Memecoins. Obviously, just the the ones that are going to be around for a while. I'll talk about a couple of Memecoins today as well. Okay, but yeah, Memecoins are down. Down 20% in the last 7 days. Yesterday they were down 20%. They've gone back up again. So, but they're still down 27% for the week. So, good time to be picking up these just go for the blue chips. I mean, because when Bitcoin pumps, these are going to pump like crazy. So now's the time to be picking them up because it's cheap. So you look at it; they're down 20%. So now's the time to buying. Just buy the dips. It's not rocket science. So yeah, let's just talk about, before we go on to talk about a couple of meme coins that I found. Let's just talk about a community project, which I talk about every live stream. If I don't do a live stream, I'll usually pop up a recorded one. I only did recorded ones in the past, but now I throw in lives because they're just easier to do and faster to do. As you can see people are buying. 53% people are buying. We're hovering at like 47% for a long time. People are still buying. There's Andy guy, he's come back in. He sold recently. I remember seeing him selling off. Now he's come back in. So Andy, if you're watching, guys, it's a long-term project, Andy. So this is the cheapest you're going to get it. It's going to be look at the price, 10k market cap. You know what I mean? And I showed you the spreadsheet before. One Sol, 10k market cap. It's just going to fluctuate a bit because it's different price. I mean, like one Sol's going to get you 30. See, the price of Buddy keeps on going down as people more, because of the bonding curve, as people more buying. Now for one Sol you're only going to get 13 million. So this is based off 16 million. See, so as more and more people buy in, but still, it's still fairly. I mean, you can still see the comparison. One Sol at 1 million market cap, that'll be worth 16k or 100x. 5 million, you'll be worth 84k or 500x, and at 10 million, you'll be worth 168k or 1000x. And then you go down 10x, like 50 million, be worth 800k or 5000x, and then 100 million be worth, it depends obviously when you buy in, be worth 1.68 million or 10,255x. See, so it's very profitable, but the problem is finding a legit project. That's the thing. And fortunately for you, you found us, And you know, we're a legit project that is going to be around for a long time. It's going to be around for a very long time. So yeah, we're struggling at the moment to get to DEX, but you know what? Every single project that was successful, it didn't happen overnight, and everyone goes through the same process. Everyone starts at the bottom. You know what I mean? So the problem with these projects is that they don't. They just rug and they fail. So we're here to succeed. So all the links will be below. I have to actually update them. I might even do that during this live stream. I'm going to show you some pump.fun stats, and you're going to be shocked on how many of these are failing, like big time. So that's why it's all more important when you find a project like Buddy, docs dev like myself, and people that are holding. Some of these people have held since for 3 months, because I created this 3 months ago. All right, people have held for 3 months. Where are you going to find a community that holds? You know, Solana is notorious for people just dumping and cheating. You know, unfortunately, that's what that's what Pump.Fun has created. Pump.Fun has created this. That's not Pump.Fun's total fault, but you know, when you can have any Tom, Dick, and Harry create coins. Now it's actually for free. They've changed their thing because they realise that they've got to clean up their act. So now all the links will be below, I think. Yeah, no, these aren't the real links. I've got to get the actual links to these links. Yeah, so now Pump.Fun, they're trying to clean up their act, I think, because, I mean, they've made a ton of money. I'll show you how much they've made. You're going to be shocked. Yeah, this is old links, but you're going to be shocked on how much money they've made. And now they realise, oh geez, we better clean up our act, because all we're doing is just creating cheats and a lot of, you know, and unfortunately that's what Solana's known for now. It's just cheats and rug pullers. So you can see here, this is just these about an average stats. They fluctuate every day, but I would say that this is pretty accurate. This was a snapshot taken for 1 day a while back, but there was 16,357 coins created on this day. Only 175 made it to Radium. Only 175 made it to Radium, and 19 remained above 69 market cap, 69k. That is alarming stats. So basically 0.125. I mean, it's still better than gambling, or the lottery. But that's a massive failure rate. That's a massive failure rate. So yeah, the odds are not like 1.1 in it. So what was it 100? One in out of one. Can't talk. 1 out of 100 will be 1%. Here it's 0.125, so 1 in 1,000 basically. 1 in 1,000 projects will go to Radium and be profitable graduation. 1 in 1,000, that's an alarming rate. So the failure rate is astronomical on Pump. And then if you go and have a look at the stats here on June, the total revenue since they've created Pump.Fun is $93 million. That's crazy, right? And you can see here, obviously, this is as of every day. They obviously, you know, this is the total. I think it's the rolling tally. I think, yeah, it will definitely be the rolling tally. So, you know, basically every day they're producing about 15,000 projects a day, give or take. Yeah, about between 12 to 15,000 projects a day. So in the last 24 hours here, there's been 10,000 launched on Pump.Fun. So yeah, it fluctuates daily. Graduated only 147. Okay, so these projects that are being launched on Pump.Fun, most of them are just shit coins, and very rarely do you find these ones that are actual real. So here the percentage is a lot better. It's about 1%. But even then, you know, the ones that actually graduate to radium, even they fail. They rug. So it's really, really, like, the percentage of getting a successful project is really, really, really hard. It's 1 in 1,000, basically. Yeah, it's appalling. In fact, it's really, really appalling. Yeah, pumped up fun and making a ton of cash, but what it's sparked, it's just sparked a rug frenzy in a Jeet city on pumped up on Solana. That's what Solana's known for, unfortunately, for now. So they got to clean up their act. So let's talk about some projects that could have potential. Again, I'm not in this one. This one here I just saw today, but I'm not in it. Okay, so I'm not saying buying this at all. Fly to the moon, I don't know. This one here would probably be, could fail. But again, you know, I don't really know too much about this project. I just briefly saw it. I don't even know how much they've got in their community. Again, you know, community is everything, guys. You can go to the moon if you just got a tight-knit community. It looks like they got 646 members. So, you know, these things ultimately fail because they don't have a good community. That's basically it. But, you know, the dev hasn't sold everything. It's 47, so it's still on pumped up fun. Yeah, hang on. No, it's already migrated. So it's already migrated. So that's still a good effort. It's like it pumped and then it dumped and then it's come back. So this one's probably one of the exceptions. But again, you know, I haven't done much research on this one here. It's called Fly to the Moon. So another one that I've seen that is doing quite well, actually, very well, is this one here. I got into this one yesterday at 4 million. It went to 5 million and then it pulled back. It's called T1500. So it's now 4.1 million. Basically, that's where I got in yesterday. I got in at 4.1 million. So it's pulled back. But basically, it's about this guy, and he's doing this journey across multiple continents, and he's going to go see Top G, which is Andrew Tate. So this is the this is the guy here. I don't know who he is, but yeah, he's doing a mission to show the average person is truly tries best to succeed in anything. So yeah, $1,500 miles from his trip to his idol's house. So he's trying to go and meet Tate, and he's starting in UK, and then he's going to all these countries across. He's calling this T. Again, you know, I don't know too much of this project, but he's doing something right because he's putting his face out there. See, he's putting his face out there. I would say that probably this guy here is probably in the mastermind because he obviously knows Tate. Like, I'm just guessing he's probably in his mastermind. He's probably connected with him, and then he's probably just said, look, I'm going to make a meme coin coming to you, which is a really good idea, actually. I'm going to give this guy props for thinking out of the box. But the main thing is he's putting his face out there, right? And he's saying, look, I'm a real person. I'm going to do this journey. So people love journeys. They love this whole story, narrative, and, you know, you can see why this is successful. So he used to do like boxing and stuff. So, you know, he's a bit of a funny dude as well. So he's a bit of a character, and he's going to go see Tate, his brother. So that's basically what the whole meme coin is about. But you can see, like, just from making a video and telling people what he's going to do, and his plight, his journey, just by doing this, You can see daily updates as well. So this is why I like this one too, because he's giving like daily updates of where he's going. See, so he's here now. So he looks like he's doing a Google map. He's doing a lunch walk. So obviously he'll be doing like updates on his daily blog, like a daily blog kind of thing, where he's at. So I like how he's doing this, because then you can continue to capture the audience. Like you can say, hey, look, you know what? Here I am. I'm a real person. This is where I'm going in the journey. So, you know, I'm not going to rug on you guys. I'm not going to cheat. Here I am. And that's why I kind of like this project. It's doing okay. It's at 4 million already. I think I'm pretty sure this is a pumped up fun one. Let's go and have a look. It's got a pumped up fun URL. There you go there. So yeah, basically this one here, if you would have got in early, so he's only got 1.67%. If you would have got in early on this one, it's at 4 million. Based off my ROI calculator, like just say if you got in at 10k, 4 million, let's say that's 5 million, you'd be worth 84,000 already. Yeah, it did get to 5 million. So your one soul would have turned into 84,000 or 500x already. See, so if you can get into these legit projects that actually go somewhere, and that's only at 5 million. This could go to 10 million, could go to 20 million. But the reason why, like I said, why I got into this, because it's like legit. He's like doxed. He's showing his journey. It's a real project. And this is what is lacking so hard. So you can see like how he's created this project, and he didn't, like it wasn't, I'm not going to say it's a bad project, but it's quite smart how he did it. But I don't know if it's a long-term project. What's he going to do after this? But to be honest, once it gets built, like once it gets to 10, 15, 20 million, it can go on. You know, it doesn't really matter what happens afterwards. The hardest thing is getting it built. So yeah, basically what I said before, going back to what I said with this, his token is in the 19%. His project is in the 0.12%. 0.12%. His project is already in the 1.12%. Because only 19 out of 16,000 tokens, based off today, and the stats are very similar, they don't really change a lot. 19 are like, he basically is in this category, in the top category. So only 19 out of this bunch here of 16,000 tokens made it, or 0.12%. So this guy here is in the point, he's a 1% of the 1%. That tells you how much. That tells you how far this project's gone. Is a 1% of the 1%. So yeah, 4 million, 200k liquidity. Yeah, I think this could go on because he's just again, I don't follow the Telegram or anything or the Instagram. But like I said, the only reason why I got into this is because of it's pretty easy to pick these projects. They just have to have some sort of narrative that people resonate with. So here he's capturing like all the Tate people, all the people that love Tate, and he's doing like this thing where he's going to meet Tate. So that's why, it's very intriguing. And he's been successful with it. So good on him. But yeah, so what I'm trying to say is you got to go for these actual legit projects that dox themselves, that actually have a good narrative. It's really easy. To be honest, if you just use your common sense, it's really easy to pick these ones that are going to be successful. You just have to be really picky. And I'm not going to lie, I'll show you these stats here. Even when the stats that I was doing, I showed you with the stats with these pumped up fun ones. I mean, this one here's failed, so update there. And I was even doing these ones where I was getting in on the live streams and trying to pick these ones, so that one's failed. I lost that. What it was? Yeah, it was way more than that. It's like 80% loss on that one. So I'm still in Bro and I'm still in Cappy. Let's go and have a look at Bro now. So Bro's doing okay. It's still 154 market cap. So Bro's in the top category. Yeah, it's been the 0.125 with Bro. And Cappy, still in that one. Let's see where that is. I think that's still on Pump.Fun. Yeah, it's at 92%. It's at Pump.Fun. So again, this guy's by YouTuber. That's why I got into this one. And Bro was one that was already launched, and the reason why I got into that one is because of the super, like really, the team was pretty good, and the narrative as well, pretty catchy. Like this whole bro kind of thing, right? So, yeah, it's this one could go on. It's still like it's holding fort at 154, and that's pretty good for a meme coin. Like these silent meme coins, the community, what they normally do is it pumps and it dumps. So this one here has done really well. If you look at it in the grand scheme of things, it's held. So that tells you that the community is holding. Others would have just dumped. Like if we go and have a look at one I saw yesterday, where is it? It was just a pump and dump, and a lot of these things are pump and dumps. So again, you really have to know, who's running the project. The Sundog one, see? You can see that one there was a pump. Well, it wasn't a pump and dump, but it was just it pumped, but it never got back. Nope, it never got back to it. See? It had a huge pump, the 367k, and then it just dumped. So that tells you like no one's holding, and then it's pumped up again, but it's only like 48k now. This shouldn't have not a big dump. Like it did have a big rise and people took profits, but that's a huge dump. So again, goes back to the community. This one's had a more a realistic chart, because it hasn't just done a pump and dump. It's pumped, people taking profits. It's gone back down, but it's now gone back up. So I would say this has a solid community than something like this. That's the problem with these things. They're built overnight. They don't have a community, and you have to really get into these ones that have a really solid community that back. That's why I like this one here, because they're kind of like rooting for this young guy. They're rooting for him to they want to see his journey across Europe to finally where he meets Tate. But yeah, props to him, man. He's done well. It's not easy to get to 4 million, but he's pretty smart how he's tapped into the same community as Tate, and he probably got an endorsement by Tate. That Tate's probably said, hey, this young kid's come across and he's already launched a meme coin, so people would have aped into that. So that's what would have pushed this. If he didn't have any connection with Tate, I'd say he's in his mastermind. If he had no connection with Tate and Tate never knew him, who he was, then this wouldn't do this. It's because there's some connection there, that's why. So I hope they give you some sort of idea on the failure rate. Even with these didn't do well because like I was trying to pick the really good ones, but even these had a failure rate. When I started this, there's 26 I've done so far. I've had about 4 wins and I'm still sitting on 2. So that's still a pretty good percentage when you think about it. But I'm probably in the negative. If Cappy and Bro keep on going up, then I'll be in the positive. But yeah, right now I'm sitting in the negative. But I started this about a couple of weeks ago. Well, let's see, on the 1st. So yeah, 2 weeks ago I started this, but I didn't know the stats. I didn't know the full stats. If you look at Gen Analytics, see, I didn't know the actual real stats until you can see it on Gen Analytics now, obviously. But the stats are really, really, really poor. Like just over 1% graduate, and then out of that, let's see here, 75, 10% of that make it. So yeah, so whatever launches for that day, this will be more, because this is 24 hours from now, so it'll probably be about 12,000 to 15,000 tokens a day. Out of that, roughly or a bit less than 1% of that graduates, so only 100 tokens, 150 tokens. And then out of those 150 tokens, or 195 tokens, 10% of that. So then again, you have to take away 10%, take away 90%, because only 10% of the ones that graduate will make it past 69K, which is 0.125. So that just tells you the failure rate is extremely, extremely high. And it's extremely hard. Basically 1 in 1,000. You've got to pick the winner, 1 in 1,000. But if you pick that winner, you can make like a ton of money. It's 1 in 1,000. So what do? You just have to try to find them and do the best of your knowledge and try to sift through the ones that aren't going to rug, and then back the ones that do, and then hopefully out of the ones that you do, you find that one winner. It's not impossible, but it's definitely hard. It's still better odds in the casino. It's still better odds in the lottery. Okay, but it's not easy. All right. But yeah, that's about it, guys. I don't want to drag it on any more than I have to, but I think I've given you enough information on some of these pumped up fun ones. Again, it's really finding these legit ones will be able to get you. You better make some money on the legit ones, and just look for ones that are doxed, and look for ones that have a good narrative. Like I said, this one here, that I didn't know about this until yesterday, and then I got into it, and it was 4.1 million. So it went to 5 million or 5.2, and then it's pulled back to 4.1. So basically, you'll be getting in the same time that I shared with in the Patreon group too. I have a Patreon group as well. You can check that out. It's 100X Crypto Academy, and you can join at multiple levels, and it's the link will be below. So yeah, hopefully this one can keep on going, and this can keep going to 10, 20, 30, 10, 20, 30, 15 million, 20 million, hopefully. Be a 4x from now, or a 5x from now. But again, these projects are rare, so you know what to look for now. Just look for the legit ones that are doxed. They have to be doxed, or they're not going to go on. Because I think that people are now realizing that most of the stuff on Pumped Up Fun are just rubbish and crap. And Pumped Up Fun are trying to clean up their act now. What they're doing now is they're making the coins for free, so you don't need any money to launch it, but you get a 0.5 incentive of 0.5 Sol to if you go to Radium. So essentially, if you invest in 1 Sol, you get about, I don't know how many percent, 2 or 3% of the supply. And if you go to Radium, you can eventually basically get that back, or half of it back. Or you could just launch a coin, and then if you get it to Radium, you'll make 0.5 Sol, and then you've still got your bag. So how that works is they're making it free to launch, and they pay the first wallet. Yeah, so you have to buy tokens because the first wallet is the one that gets the 0.5 Sol. So again, you just have to go through each one of these, because most of these are going to write rug, and just pick the legit ones. Pick the ones that are docs. Pick the ones that are legit project. Show their face. Have a good narrative. It's that simple. And once you look at these things, you can quickly just determine very quickly that most of these are just crap. Just don't even bother with them. Because even these live streams ones that I was doing, even they rugged. You know what I mean? So it just goes to show you there's a lot of shit out there. But there is the odd one that will get to, that can do 100x. So anyway, guys, I hope that gives you some more information on Pumped Up Fun and the other projects that I found. And don't forget as well to check out Buddy, because we are a legit project. And we're still early, actually. You'll be really early on this. And I'm the dev. And yeah, we're at a small community, but we're building. I mean, I've been doing these live streams for a long time now. And back then we were only like 45%. Now we're 53%. So we're building, right? It just takes time, guys, you know. And we're getting the right people because people are holding. So that's the main thing. All right, guys, I'll put all the links below. Thanks for watching. Guys, have a good day. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one.